Welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, this is a game that was popular like a while back, probably like 2016 or 17. I'm a bit late to the bus on this one, I suppose. I want to give a forewarning that this is a horror game, and it clearly states that if you're like under 13 or easily disturbed, you wouldn't want to play this game. So, just click off now. I'm gonna have to experience this for myself. I've never played or I watched like the first hour of the game back when it first came out, but I don't remember any of it. So let's just get right into it. Why don't we? All right, let's go. New game. Okay. Let's be named Andy. I feel like that's only fitting. Hey. All right, next. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the as to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this. She would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. That's a bad sign. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and I walk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha, ha. I overslept again. Stupid Sayori, always doing stuff like this. But I caught you this time. Oh, this is me. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. This is Sayori. Yeah, you say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Andy. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you being... I guess you don't have it in you to be... want to. But I cut her off. I say, whatever you say, Sayori. Shut... Okay, we cross this and make our way to school. Oh, okay. As we draw near, the streets become... Blah, blah, blah. By the way, Andy, have you decided on a yet? Oh, it's gonna be the literature one. A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. I'm a that's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I don't know, did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Doesn't seem like a very good friendship to me, but, who knows. To worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Okay, so I'm a Discord moderator, I can tell already. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Okay, Sawyer is being real mean to me. Your happiness is really important to me. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of becoming a NEET. What I don't know what a NEET is in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. I don't know if I do trust her. I think they're all bad guys. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes me happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yeah. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? Alright. This is kind of, weird. Like it doesn't seem gonna be scary, but I already know it is or whatever. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. All right. Okay. I just want to get to work. School day is ordinary. It's over before. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Sounds boring. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the one that... I don't get why this is such a stereotype in, like, anime and games. I fall asleep and just stay there. Like, I feel like you would have been woken up. I thought I'd catch you in the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. The Cyrus Club's probably boring. Sorry. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. See, like I said, I'm a savage. I don't care what stupid Sayori thinks. Hater. Meanie. Yeah, Sayori's weak. Little baby gonna cry. Okay, Sayori is vice president of the literature club. The Doki Literature Club, in fact. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. So basically a book club. In fact, I'm 99% sure she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. She was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club. She inherited the title vice president. That my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. I'm trying to talk fast so I can get through this. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Because I'm a weeb. I'm boring. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday to bring in a new member. Stupid Sayori. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. She probably sounds like a troll. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. Da baby. Let's go. And thus today marks the day when I sold my soul for a cupcake. Okay, yeah, so horror game. No music in the background. It's kind of scary, actually. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. The happy music is back. I like that happy music. Makes me happy. And not scared of the anime girls. Alright. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. So yeah, there should be no one here. Oh, never mind. This is, what's her name? I think she's like the bad guy or something. Welcome to Literature Club. Pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Well, she's hates me, I guess. Everyone hates me. So sad. Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Andy, what a nice surprise. So it's either the purple or the brown haired girl that's like the bad guy, I think. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of really cute girls. Okay, so not only am I a weeb and no life, but I'm also just like a complete simp. That's good to know. What are you looking at? I don't know why I would be looking at her. She's the least cute one here, alright? I mean, she's an anime girl, but if you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. Okay, so that's Natsuki. I think the purple-haired girl is called Monica. The girl with the sour attitude whose name is Natsuki is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. It does not seem like she says that into my ear because she's standing right next to both of them. Anyway, this is Natsuki, full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. I thought that was Monica. Don't say things like that. Okay, she's got self-esteem issues. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. Okay, I swear I thought that the purple hair one was Monica. To see you again, Andy. Monica smiles sweetly. How do we know each other? Okay, we do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. She was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. I want to see what I look like. Of course, my name is Andy, so I probably look like an idiot. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come on, Andy. Come sit down, Andy. There's room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. I hate Natsuki already, and Sayori, and really I hate all of them because they both seem like idiots and mean. Sorry, I got a little too excited. And how about I make some tea as well? Yeah, Yuri's a nerd. And the girls have a few desks arranged to form. No, they don't. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing what the background is? They don't have that. As Sayori mentioned, it's been wide. There was one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens a closet. Feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. I don't know why I need all of this stuff. Okay, are you ready? Why is she smiling at me now? She was being mean to me. Ta-da! Ooh, whoa, yeah. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cups created to look like little cats. I'm disappointed. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. I don't care. Please, can I get to the scary part where I shoot people or something? I don't know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full, and she already manages to get icing on her face. Yeah, Sayori's messy and stupid, and I don't like her. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Why? Why do you do that? Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but her. She's staring at me, though. Is she waiting for me to... Am I gonna get, like, drugged or something? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thinking? It's not like... She made them. Yeah, no, she's an idiot. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you. You know, you don't. What? I'm confused what Natsuki's doing. So she made cupcakes because there would be a new member, and then she found out it's me, and she's like, no, I hate you. She's stupid, and I hate her. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the cable, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a tea in front of each of us before saying, you keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help a good book? I guess so. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. Yeah, I know. I'm like the ugliest guy in the entire school, apparently, according to Natsuki. So, I meant that, you know, I believe you. Oh, that's me. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So yeah, Monica's brown hair. Yuri is purple hair. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. So yeah, what's her name made me join. Something tells me I shouldn't tell. Okay, Monica, that I was practically dragged here by that's her name, Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Man, this is gonna be a long video, dude. It's already been 15 minutes and there's no content yet. It's just tea. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Haha, well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major club. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if pages of this to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in it must be hard to start a new club. I'm cutting so much of this out. Like, I don't think anyone's going to watch this. You could put it that way. People are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people you're both fun and worthwhile. That makes school events like the festival that much more important. See, I don't know if I want to cut all this stuff out because I'm confident we can really clear this club before we graduate. Because some of it might be important. So, yeah, everyone agrees. Yep. So they're all different, interested in the same thing. Monica must. What kind of things do you like to read? Well, can I answer this? Considering manga. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. There's a rim of her teacup with her finger. No, she doesn't. She's holding her hands behind her back. Idiot. My favorites are fantasy worlds, level of creativity. Y'all can read this. I don't want to read all of this. She's passionate about her reading. She's reserved. I like a lot of things. Stories with deep substance. So that's what this. Okay, I think that's important. That's important. Like she said, psychological things. So I think that's what this is gonna be about. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal of it. If I remember correctly, it's called Doki Doki or something. I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate her. Natsuki hates horror, so she's probably not going to be a big bad guy. Oh, why's that? Well, I just... Dang it, I keep hitting the button and it closes. Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. What's Natsuki's problem, dude? Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind at the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud and Give That Back. Fine, fine. So Natsuki's either into me or she hates me with a passion, and I don't know which one it is. Cupcakes, poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayuri sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. We're getting into territory I don't like here. I'm not cute. Jeez. Natsuki, shut up. Oh my god. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing isn't just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to write poems. Stupid Sayori, get out of here. You're not the focus anymore. We sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. This is Monica. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is... Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Andy? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Eh? What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said that I would join this club. Sayuri may have convinced me to stop, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. So yeah, they're all staring at me angrily now. They're gonna kill me. All four girls stare at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought, Andy, you all, I'm against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful, beautiful girls. Jeez, man, Andy is such an idiot. What was that? I don't know what that was. No. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sari wraps her arms around me, jumping. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. I think with that, we can officially end today's. Finally, dude. Everyone remember tonight's assignments. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Andy, I look forward to how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Andy, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sari and I never walk home together anymore because she always goes for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay. Alright, no more school. Two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of chances and good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Alright, I would say that's a good ending point, but it's not. Alright, this is where we're finally getting into the good stuff. I'm excited to finally play something instead of reading the entire time. It has been 22 minutes. Let's go. Alright. Who likes... Okay, let's do frightening stuff. Frightening. Misfortune. Hopeless. Determination. Bouncy. Tragedy. I thought the purple hair was the one that... Yeah. Uncontrollable. Disoriented. Anxiety. Okay, wait, hold on. When we hover over it, does it make them jump or something? Despise. Entropy. She's so mean. Vertigo. Eternity. Electricity. Depression. So yeah, okay. Red hair girl is definitely depressed, I think. I'm pretty sure that was the story. Was that she's like depressed and kills herself or something. I don't know. Right. Rain cloud. Parfait. Waterfall. Lust. How do these words fit together at all? How you again, Andy? Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. Alright, I want to see how this goes. Because I want it to be horror. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I kept my word. Well, I'm back at the club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Andy. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive head into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Yeah, I can't read, so might be a bit of a problem. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. She told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. No, I didn't, and she made me, because she's stupid. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out, or what. Take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Oh wait, is it manga? I think I might have been saying it wrong the whole time. Yeah, it is manga. Whatever, I don't care. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Andy always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? Eh. You two are really good friends, aren't you? Wait, what? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Andy can become good friends too? Can I use the arrow keys for this? No, I can't. But okay. Sayori. Oh, wait, that's me. Hmm? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she has put me into. Oh, Yuri brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Why do they always make stuff for me and then just not for me? What is it a love note or something? Sorry made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Yeah, I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Okay, she's given me a book. Alright, I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Jesus, man. Andy needs to come a slight bit, alright? She even picked out a book that she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. I don't know why every anime girl always has to be like super shy and stuff. It's just not even realistic. Okay. Alright, what do we do? I'm really curious to hear a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. Can I play something? I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I'm out of this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. Yeah, no, I looked at her, and now she's mad at me. Why are they... Man. I wanted to read some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once you pick up, you may have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about, anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give it away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. Alright, this is interesting. Is this gonna be, relating to the actual thing? And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. It's quite sad. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story. That dark turn came from nowhere. Ahaha. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Andy? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into these things. Man, can we... Oh, spacebar. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because somebody wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you were related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Yes, this entire video, this entire game is just rambling, dude. I want to play something, or people, or I don't know. I haven't lost interest or anything. It's alright then. When I let things like books and writing thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. Oh, I'm not reading this stuff. I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Uh, Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, ha. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's and hold my book more between the two of them. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Okay, so this is the position that we're in. I'm sitting next to her. I'm not, like, can one of you just hold the book? You don't need to, like, share it like a piece of bread. We're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Eh? To turn the page. Ah, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. Is it romance or is she gonna kill me? I don't know. I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like it's just turning a page. Calm down, bro. Alright. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all the things she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see in your head or anything. But they're kind of reminiscent of some of your systems. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment, but Andy, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Interesting that you think that. Well, wait. Can I get rid of the shy girl and just talk to the other ones, even if they're, like, mean? I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really don't know you're about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. Come on, man. Okay, everyone. It's about time we share today's poems with each other. Yes, this is what I was waiting for, dude. Alright, we might not have enough time if we wait too long. You're spared from finishing your thoughts. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. It's not. It's fine. You're at least in the book causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have... In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the books and slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sorry, and musically pulled out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. gonna show my poem to. I thought we were showing them to everyone, but I want to talk to Yuri because she seems nice to me. So Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should trust her opinion to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Hey, what was that? Out loud. Yuri first covers his mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. Ooh, he's going to hate me. What? That's stupid. Really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Eh? That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? 'Cause you're a stupid brain dead... Ahaha. Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? None. I don't have any. Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you're... Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, yeah, Yuri's just stupid and brain dead. Alright. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as demeanor totally changes. Her stammer is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, it's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Biased? More like... Bait. Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles grimly of this rare opportunity for her. That's kind of funny. Okay. Is this going to be, like, super dark and sad or something? Or is it going to be, like, boring? I think it'll be both, to be honest. After all, isn't it supposed to be a literature club? Alright, here's your poem. I can't read... Okay. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining sheet light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the blue-green of the hue of the future. I bathe. Calm breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light thickens, flickers. I flicker back. Alright. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? That at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read scripts very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. That's a poem. Even though it was short, it was very descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to dispose. Why is this even an option? Are you into Ghost Yuri? Hold on, let's mess around with the settings. What can we do in here? Oh, okay, I can check this in here. Text speed. Ooh, yes, put this up to the top. Put this very low. So that we can skip a bunch of stuff. Ooh, wait, does this auto skip? It's supposed to auto skip, I think. Oh, actually, this story is about a ghost at all, Andy. I must have totally missed the point. I suppose you did only glance over it after all. I'm not doing that, it's too fast. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically being compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive, so nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. Ah, you know, I was really nervous doing all this. When? When do I get to see the cool stuff? But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing it for you, Andy. Ah, me too. Okay. Oh my god. I don't want to show my poem to everyone. Alright. Let's do Natsuki next. It's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, me, it's not like I said it was bad. I just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste? Did you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you like it.
Bruh. Look at this dude. Wait till you see the. No, 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 no.
Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Owls can raise. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. Bro, your poem is trash. You need to stop trying. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. This is a bald-faced lie. I hate it. I hate you, Natsuki. Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. No, I don't. I'm lying. But then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into this. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care. That's right. I don't really care. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Alright, let's show it to Monica. Hi, Andy. Having a good time so far? Ah, yeah. Good, glad. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? Kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ah, don't worry, Andy. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But if that's a sort of barrier, then we'll all learn to soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Andy. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words, happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deep into all the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find that kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of style. always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ahaha. Ahaha. Anyway, do you have a poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. Okay, it's turned into like piano music now. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the... But it's too late. My retina's already scarred with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Forever into anything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. What is this? I don't get this. It's like she's looking and some guy's looking at her from the other side. So, what? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Ahaha, it's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular now. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I have some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing for the day. When you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a certain point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get paper and tidy up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright, the last one. Sayori. This is a good poem, Andy. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy that would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. But I'm just really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of a club now. Not to mention in front of you in the club room. Hey, stupid idiot, Sayori. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'm honest. See? It's like I said before, Andy. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Try new things like this for other people. That's something only really good people do. Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees a full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. You have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay. Now you'll read my poem too, right? Sayori, what do you think? Am I gonna read your poem? Is it the point of the game? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Alright, what's your poem say? Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a raining day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Okay, it's a lame poem. Sorry, this is just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write this? No. Just a little. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least it makes me feel a little bit. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. It was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Yeah. This is so much fun. Monica. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. This was a little more stressful than I anticipated. As it's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing ability. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As I read in tandem, their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Did you just completely miss the symbolism or something? Wasn't hers the birds can fly one? About the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard in order to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Andy did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of. This is why Natsuki is probably one of my least favorite characters right now, or my favorite. I can't really tell. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time as a writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. He liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Is she gonna beat me to the ground? Oh. You were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I... You're just... stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Andy appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Ask me, are they? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do cutesy. Ooh. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who, yeah. I don't know about that one. Natsuki, Natsuki, this doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. This game is weird, bro. Both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Andy, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? Meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Andy. Wait, do I get to make a choice? Because if so, I'm beating Natsuki's self ground, and I'm walking away with Yuri. Well, wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. That's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Andy? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I knew anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Okay, I agree with Yuri. I don't like Natsuki. Natsuki, you're right that I like your poem. See? Wait, that's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You can fight because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri, a talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I'm sorry. Ooh. But not way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was okay. Monica's in here now. She hasn't really appeared. Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Hmm. Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I'm feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Well, here's the thing, Sayori. Nobody asked for your opinion, so just go away. Just leave. Sayori, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm gonna do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Morning, Natsuki snatches up her own poem from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Good. It was garbage, and I hate her. Natsuki, she do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Sigh. Everything alright? So embarrassed. I can't believe that I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I think any less of you. Or maybe I do. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Andy. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you as a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? It was well, never mind that. I'm gonna go make some tea. Good idea. Man. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay. This is about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Wait. Didn't Natsuki leave? What is this? Andy, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. Well, in that case, do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I'm not just to myself with newfound determination. And ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Hehehe. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? Between Yuri and Natsuki? That kind of thing happen often. No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew. Andy, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. And that's every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. Sorry, still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Jeez, man. Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds. Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Let's do this. Alright. Tenacious. Waterfall. Uncanny. Marshmallow. Vitality. Nightgown. Oh wait, wrong thing. Anime. Existence. Ordinary. Depression. Swimsuit. Doki Doki. Dark. Infinite. Vertigo. Melancholy. Spinning. Anger. Eternity. Shame. All right. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to end the video there. I hope you guys enjoyed. I couldn't get my face cam working. A lot of this is gonna have to be edited down because it's gonna be quite a long video, regardless, and I don't have great watch time, so I'm not looking forward to that. But it's kind of boring so far. I know that there's some horror elements that we're gonna get into soon, so I can't wait to see those coming around. But for the time being, I'm just gonna have to make part 2 of this. I have a few video plans, so just subscribe, like the video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys later.
Oh, but SpongeBob style. SpongeBob style. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, but SpongeBob style. SpongeBob style.